Kentucky State Police are investigating the death of a woman found in McDowell, and Floyd bus drivers reach an agreement in contract talks. I'm Nick Collum, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. Kentucky State Police are now investigating the death of Jill Howell, 34, of Prestonsburg. Howell was found dead following a call October 23rd about an unresponsive female in McDowell. When they arrived at a backstreet residence, officers found Howell's body. Police said she had been the victim of a fatal gunshot wound. She was pronounced dead at the scene by the Floyd County Coroner's Office. At this time, there are no reports of arrests having been made. Kentucky State Police Detective Joseph Coleman is leading the investigation and was helped on scene by state police personnel. Howell's body was sent to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy. An ongoing negotiation between Floyd County bus drivers takes the spotlight during a board meeting Monday. We talked to school officials and bus drivers Monday night, and Robin was there to tell us more.
An ongoing issue over bus driver contracts was discussed at the Floyd County Board of Education meeting last night. Seth Crisp, Director of Transportation for Floyd County Schools, explained that the issue revolved around the school's budget and field trips.
Basically, after looking through everything, you don't want to overhaul everything, what they had in place. So just two simple things that they wanted to come to an agreement on was if a trip is canceled within an hour before it's scheduled to leave. Used to, the drivers would get 2 hours pay for that, but now we've talked about getting it down to 1 hour's pay instead of the 2 hours pay. We're appreciative and respect everybody's time. So, when they make these commitments, it takes away from their families. So, we're just trying to be financially, respectful of taxpayers' money, but at the same time, making sure the drivers are taken care of.
Several weeks ago, many bus drivers staged a sick-in, calling in sick in response to the contract and what they felt was a threat to their jobs. Bus driver Randolph Howell spoke at the meeting on behalf of his coworkers. Superintendent Tanya Williams explained that it is the individual school's decision to use buses for field trips and not the school board's.
We was worried that the schools would just decide not to put trips in at all and just only like if they really had to. So most likely they wouldn't tell nobody that they could get a bus and then just not put it in. And then we would miss out on all those trips because of the simple fact that they didn't want to put them in for the trip to begin with. But like she said, they have to at least ask, because there's a lot of kids out there that can't get back and forth, and there's a lot of people that can't play the sports and stuff like that due to that. And I don't want anybody to miss out on opportunities and stuff like that, because there's some people that's out there that build scholarships on extracurricular activities. And if we take that away from them, then they'll just never get out of here. They'll never amount to anything.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Robin Tillman.
Coming up after the break, the community gathers to honor first responders. We'll tell you more when the Mountaintop Daily continues, but first, sports and weather.
With Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford. The 15th Region Volleyball Tournament continues tonight in Paintsville with two big matchups. First, the Paintsville Tigers take on Pikeville at 6, followed by Belfry going head-to-head with Betsy Lane at 8 o'clock. Winners advance to the semifinals tomorrow, and the championship match wraps up Thursday night. We'll have full recaps right here on Facebook, our website, and on the airwaves as the tournament unfolds. Over at the University of Pikeville, the men's and women's swim teams were in action this past weekend against Shawnee State, Midway, and WVU Tech. R.J. Goins led the men with a pair of bronze medals in the 100 and 200 backstroke, while Jacob Rubardo earned third in the 200 breaststroke. On the women's side, Madeline Smith picked up 2 podium finishes in breaststroke events, and Kaylin Hanfield grabbed a third in the 100 freestyle. The Bears will be back in action November 8th when they travel to Lexington to face Transylvania. In Lexington, Kentucky guard Jalen Lowe has been named to the Naismith Hall of Fame's preseason watch list for the 2026 Bob Cousy Award, given to the nation's top point guard. Lowe averaged nearly 17 points and 5 assists last season at Pitt and is expected to make a major impact for the Cats this year. Kentucky's next exhibition is Thursday night at 7 against Georgetown, streaming live on SEC Network. Kentucky freshman goalkeeper Megan Holland was named SEC Defensive Player of the Week after posting her first career shutout in a 3-0 road win at Texas A&M. Holland tied her career-high 4 saves, becoming the first UK goalkeeper to shut out the Aggies and the first to earn a road SEC clean sheet since 2017. Her efforts helped Kentucky finish the season tied for 5th in the SEC, marking the program's best conference record since 2014. And a quick shout out to Chapmanville quarterback Dakota Dalton. The sophomore spent his past weekend in Lexington on a recruiting visit with the Wildcats. For even more scores, updates, and highlights from across the mountains, make sure you're following Mountaintop Sports on Facebook and checking out mountaintop.news and clicking on the Sports tab. With Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
Hey, are you stuck with a carrier that doesn't get you? Yeah, we get it. So at Appalachian Wireless, switching is easy and way more rewarding. With our promotions, you can port your number, grab incredible savings, and enjoy a service that feels a little bit more like home. Plus, we've got the latest devices and a team that's here just for you. So why settle? Visit us online or stop by one of our many retail locations today to see why we're the region's best network. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Earlier today at the Appalachian Center for the Arts, the region came together to show appreciation to first responders on the front lines. Robin talked with some of those first responders to tell us more.
First responders from all over Pike County were honored in a ceremony today at the Appalachian Center for the Arts in Pikeville. The ceremony began with an adorable performance by children from the Genesis Kids Preschool, followed by a passionate speech from Pastor Jared Arnett of New Beginnings Church. Certificates were then handed out to representatives from every profession, agency, and branch serving on the front lines, including Pikeville Medical Center staff, firefighters, local and state police, dispatch, public safety, the Sheriff's Department, Fish and Wildlife, the Federal Marshal Service, the Department of Defense, and veterans.
I'd say that a big thing that comes to mind is thankfulness. We're just super thankful for the community, and what they're doing this for is to show appreciation for us, but we do it because of the community. So we're just really thankful that they would do something like this for us.
Yeah, I agree. Like Officer Oxford said, this is a great accomplishment, just having our community come together and everybody working together. But we just also want to say thank you to our community. None of this would be possible without them having our backs and us doing the same for them. That's what it's all about.
The ceremony ended with the swearing in of new National Guard members and a group picture. Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Robin Tillman.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Nick Collum for Mountaintop News.